What's up, everybody? Sorry about the technical difficulties. My name is Daniel. I'm a first mate with Pirate Chain.
Yep. And I'm Amy V, also a first mate with Pirate Chain.
Just take that down. Yeah, so we're here to tell you guys about something we've worked really hard on. It is rather difficult following Ross Ulbricht. I'm still pretty emotional about that. I got butterflies everywhere. It was a very emotional moment for me. We've been working for so long. And as a libertarian, I'm not used to winning anything, and to actually work for something politically and it actually happen and see Ross Ulbricht a few feet away from us today, it's incredibly inspiring.
Woo!
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm still really emotional today. I got tingles all over. I'm not exactly in a super technical mood. I'm in a celebratory mood right now, but I'm going to try my best to tell you guys something that we've worked really hard on and that Ross Ulbricht was one of the people that, inspired me to work in this industry and to try to make the world a, freer, more prosperous place. So thank you so much for joining us, and let's go ahead and get started.
Awesome. And yes, we are Pirate Chain. Daniel and I are here as volunteers to tell you about it. And Pirate Chain, the ticker symbol is R, A-R-R-R, or R for pirates. Yeah, and it's a fast, secure, and 100% private by default cryptocurrency. And you can find more information on piratechain.com. So being here at PorcFest, I see a lot of people using cryptocurrency and stuff out there, but why have privacy and anonymity coins, right? Because money should be private. When you use, even here, when people use dirty fiat, no one can track and trace where that came from, right? And Bitcoin's not private, so people can see that information on the public ledger. Actually, your Visa and MasterCard transactions are more private than Bitcoin transactions. So, for me, in terms of money, it shouldn't be on a transparent ledger, and that information shouldn't be public record.
Oh, so this is a great Murray Rothbard quote we like to start out with. It is important to realize that money cannot be an abstract unit of account or claim except insofar as it serves as a medium of exchange. So this is just a quick reminder out there for so many people in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. This is a cryptocurrency. Bitcoin was supposed to be digital cash. It was supposed to be an alternative for fiat to give people the opportunity to exit fiat, stop funding wars, stop giving money to the people who hate you and are trying to destroy your life. And at Pirate Chain and a lot of the other projects, especially in the privacy coin ecosystem, that's what we're truly striving for. We want people to give people the opportunity to stop using fiat, stop using money that works against you, stop using money that hates you. And that's what we were trying to build, a true peer-to-peer digital currency that can be used every day for everyday transactions, big or small.
So Pirate Chain was launched in 2018. It's private by default, so the sender-receiver addresses and the amounts are always private and shielded. So you don't have to worry about if there's any transparent transactions, giving you highly anonymous and private transactions. So who here dabbles in crypto or knows something about crypto or has some crypto? And by the way, our booth is over there on the field called the Exit Lounge. We're giving away Pirate Chain, and if you haven't picked up one of the cozies, we have lots of these to give out as well. But yeah, so being in crypto, who here has read the original Bitcoin white paper? Awesome, like a third of the people in the audience. So the title is Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. It's only 8 pages, takes you 20 minutes to read it, and then you can see where, where all of the information from the very beginning of the blockchain space came from. But again, some people don't know that Bitcoin isn't private. There was actually a section in the original Bitcoin white paper on privacy. And in the white paper, Satoshi says basically that you're supposed to use a new key pair should be used for each transaction to keep them from being linked to a common owner. So in the original white paper, Satoshi is saying you're supposed to use a new address each time because Bitcoin's not private. Versus here, for us at, us at PorcFest, a lot of people here care about privacy. There's a tent over there with, a bunch of privacy coins, and a lot of us are talking about privacy. So for Pirate Chain, our white paper on piratechain.com/whitepaper, the title is Pirate Chain Anonymous Digital Cash. And if you want additional information about the technical aspects or information about the Pirate Chain network, that's in the white paper as well.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the technology of Pirate Chain that makes us different than the other privacy coins in the ecosystem. Most privacy coins, Monero and Xano, we're big fans of these guys, and they give you incredible levels of privacy. We do things a little bit differently. So most privacy coins, they give you privacy by obfuscation. Essentially, they take your transaction and they mix it up with a bunch of decoy transactions. So when you go look at them on the blockchain, most of the information is junk information. It's real difficult to decipher what are the real transactions and what are not. And this does give you a great level of privacy, but at Pirate Chain, we use a different technology called zero-knowledge proofs. And this is a way to prove something is true without revealing any information about it. It's a really incredible technology. It's was first put into commercial use, for lack of a better word, in the cryptocurrency space, but is also being used by a lot of other companies now. More and more people are jumping on the bandwagon in the legacy financial institutions and stuff like that. We're very proud to be one of the very first people to put this in a real-world use case that people can actually use. We've been doing it since 2018. We've had no privacy bugs whatsoever. It's been absolutely private by default from day one. So a good example we like to give for ZK snarks is the Where's Waldo example. I wish the Waldo guy was here. I'm really bummed out he's missing it here. But imagine I have a Where's Waldo book, and I take a CD in this example, or a piece of paper, cut a hole in it, put the circle over the hole in the paper over Waldo, and then I can show you the book and prove to you that I know where Waldo is without actually revealing to you where Waldo is or any other information about him. So that's essentially a way we, try to communicate the idea of what we're doing there. And because of that, there is absolutely no information on the blockchain for you to go look at. If you go look at a Pirate Chain block explorer, there's no sender or receiver addresses, there's no amounts that you can see anywhere. So we don't need to use obfuscation, we don't need to mix up the transactions with others because there's nothing revealed on the blockchain. It's only revealed to you in your personal wallet. Now you do have the option to be as private or unprivate as you want to, because with Pirate Chain we have something called viewing keys. So if you are trying to work with an institution or a business partner or something like that requires to see your wallet and your transactions, you can give them a viewing key, and this gives them the ability to go and look at your wallet, look at your transactions, and hopefully in the future we'll be able to do it with individual transactions, but right now it's only for individual addresses. And they can go and look at those transactions without having the ability to spend the transactions or do anything else with it, so they can actually see it. At Pirate Chain, we are trying to give people the ability to be as private or unprivate as they want to, but we start with a standard of privacy by default.
So instead of hiding your transaction amongst others, and that's how some of the more ring signature kind of technology works, you're hiding your transaction amongst other decoys. With zero-knowledge proofs with Pirate Chain, all the information is provable and secure without revealing additional information on the blockchain. So it's more like a black box where you can't see the information, and the sender and receiver addresses and the transaction amounts are never publicly revealed. Pirate Chain uses Zcash's ZK snarks Z addresses that are shielded and private, but Pirate Chain turns on those Z addresses by default, so you can't see anything, whereas in Zcash there are transparent addresses as well.
Oh, so yeah, I wanted to make a little distinction between Zcash and Pirate Chain. We do use similar technology. What really distinguishes us from them, as Amy just mentioned, is Zcash gives you optional privacy. Essentially, they have transparent transactions or shielded private transactions, and they give you the option to choose either one. We found this to be, unacceptable is not the right. It's just we find it more private to shield the entire blockchain, because there's certain types of attacks, or they call them timing attacks, where if you see a certain amount of Zcash going into a shielded pool, and then a little later the same amount coming out, it's easy to analyze that and give you a statistically that those two transactions are the same. If you have 3.795 Zcash going into the pool and the same exact amount coming out a little while later, it's easy for an adversary to recognize that and see that those transactions are the same ones. And it also affects the fungibility, because if one coin is not exactly like another coin, then you end up getting a different price on the different coins. With Pirate Chain, one Pirate Chain is exactly like the other. There is absolutely no way to distinguish between them. And something interesting Doug was talking about earlier when he was talking from Monerotopia, good friend of ours, he was talking about fungibility and how Bitcoin lacks fungibility because one Bitcoin is not like another Bitcoin. Because every Bitcoin has a transaction history on it. So that makes it very easy to identify them, and it ends up affecting their market price as well. A lot of people don't understand that, don't realize this, but when the government seizes Bitcoin from criminals and they auction it off, they have public auctions for it, and in almost all cases, that Bitcoin the government is selling sells at a premium to the current Bitcoin spot price. Now, why does it sell at a premium if these same people can go get it from an exchange for a fraction of the price? It's because that Bitcoin has the government stamp of approval on it. If you're buying your Bitcoin from government, then you know that you'll never have an institution or the government themselves say you got this Bitcoin in an illegitimate manner and prevent you from being able to spend the funds somewhere, or maybe even censor the transactions in the future if that ever comes to be. So that's why we find fungibility to be absolutely essential in privacy. Sorry, Amy. I got a little out of ourselves. Should I talk to you, pal? Okay, so at Pirate Chain, we have several wallets to choose from. Our favorite mobile wallet is obviously Edge Wallet. They are the absolutely best mobile wallet that's ever been made out there. If you guys were here for their presentation a second ago, they just released their duress mode. It's a completely new feature that absolutely no other wallet out there has. Edge Wallet is the gold standard for mobile cryptocurrency wallets. But we also do have what's called a full node wallet. And a full node wallet essentially means you're downloading the entire blockchain to your computer and validating your own transactions yourselves instead of using the servers that a wallet company or something like that is running for you. It is the most private way to use cryptocurrencies. But it is a little cumbersome for some, new people, so we don't dissuade people from, holding and using their Pirate Chain and other privacy coins in something like Edge Wallet. And at Pirate Chain, I'm really, really proud of the full node wallet we've built. It encrypts all your data. There's no metadata leakage from it whatsoever. Obviously, your transactions are private by default, so there's nothing to analyze on the blockchain. But we also have Tor compatibility and I2P compatibility. If you guys aren't familiar with Tor or I2P, they're similar to a VPN, but far more extreme. It's the absolute most private way to browse the internet and to connect to other nodes on the internet. In Pirate Chain's full node wallet, we call it Treasure Chest, by the way, it's incredibly easy to use I2P or Tor while running it on your home computer at home. And it's really, if you've never run a full node wallet, it's not as difficult as a lot of people think. You essentially just download it the same way you would download any other desktop wallet. The only difference is it takes up a lot more space on your computer because you have to download the entire wallet. But we're really proud of what we built with Treasure Chest, and we're really excited to have people use it. So you can go find it at piratechain.com/wallets, and it has all of our wallets that we are compatible with on there. Oh, I already talked about it.
Do you want to talk more about Edge, or you just
what? Edge? Okay. Do you want me to do this slide? Okay, I'm sorry. We're a little scatterbrained here. We have a merchant directory that we really, especially this year, we've really been trying to onboard merchants and push to get more people accepting Pirate Chain, because there is this, it's almost a law of economics where people, they spend their bad money and they hold on to their good money. If you're going, to buy something at the store and they accept gold, but they also accept fiat, your gold's going to be worth more in the future, your fiat's going to be worth less in the future. The natural instinct is to use the fiat. I think that the merchants, people accepting payments for cryptocurrencies, not just Pirate Chain, but all of them, they really have not a responsibility, but they have a good opportunity to really drive adoption by requiring people to pay in cryptocurrencies, or maybe giving them a discount. There's tons of places up here that they charge you more when you're paying with dirty fiat, and I absolutely encourage that. If we ever want to see a world where we can use cryptocurrency, natively without having to use like a crypto debit card, which is really just using fiat essentially, then we got to encourage people to use it and give them a reason to use it. And it's really easy to start accepting Pirate Chain and other cryptocurrencies. And so if you're running a business out there, I'd like to think we're all capitalists out here, at least got a side hustle going on. I would absolutely encourage you to use your business to do something meaningful. And that is, help us escape the technocracy, escape the world of fiat. If you're accepting payments for anything at all, I think you believe in freedom, you believe in self-sovereignty, I think you should be accepting cryptocurrency. And we have a dedicated excuse me, I have a dedicated web page. It's called Armada, ARRRMADA.com. And if you're a business that starts accepting Pirate Chain, it's really easy to go make a listing on there so people can know that you're accepting Pirate Chain. And if you have any type of business or side hustle and you'd like to get some help starting accepting Pirate Chain, or really any cryptocurrency, if you're trying to accept Monero or Xano or something like that, I am more than welcome to help you for free, either today or over at our tent or in the future. If you guys can contact me on social media, Telegram or Discord or something, I will personally help you and your business for absolutely free start accepting any cryptocurrency you desire. I'm really trying to push this to be able to spend my cryptocurrency more places so I can escape the dirty fiat for good.
Amazing. And I want to add on to that as well. So we're at the Exit Lounge, which is that white booth over there. And yeah, we can help you. And this is the merchant directory. And then anyone out here who's selling anything, we can get you, or actually the Edge app people can help you download the Edge app wallet. And we are giving away Pirate Chain. So yeah, like Daniel said, stop by and we can help get you set up so you can start accepting Pirate Chain. And then we can add you to the armada.com merchant directory. So if you're taking crypto in your current business and you're willing to take Pirate Chain, then you could go on this merchant directory as well. And again, we're also passing out a whole bunch of these Pirate Chain cozies, so we'll be at the tent right after this. And then just to finish up, to find us, we're at piratechain.com. We also have community calls and monthly update calls on the Discord, so that's piratechain.com/Discord. And you can find more information about our technical development on the Pirate Network GitHub. But yeah, come find us. I know just in a couple minutes we're going to take that picture down on the field. And then, come visit us at the Exit Lounge, and we can help set you up with Pirate Chain, give you some Pirate Chain and a cozy. And I think at 4 o'clock, Jeff Berwick's speaking at the Exit Lounge as well. But we'll take a few questions, and then, I guess we're all going to take a picture.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, well, if anybody has questions, go ahead and come up here. I do want to, since we have a couple more minutes here, I do want to kind of hammer home on the ethos of Pirate Chain, or why we do what we do. I've been in crypto for a long time now, and I've really seen the majority of the space go in a direction that I'm not proud of. I'm almost embarrassed to be a part of it sometimes. And when I found Pirate Chain, I come from Monero, and I'm still a big Monero. I'm still part of Monero. I'm a Monero guy at heart. I'm a Pirate Chain guy at heart. And they're really losing their direction in the mainstream crypto ecosystem. And I think if you're the type of person who believes in freedom, believes in self-sovereignty, and is really trying to give competition to fiat, give us the ability to exit that system and use something other than fiat, which is the system that is used to control you, that is the system they use to fight wars, to steal money out of your pockets. I think you will find a home in the privacy coin community, not just with Pirate Chain. We got the Xano boys out here. Love these guys to death. Monero back there. If you're looking for that original spark that got us all excited in Bitcoin, I think you're going to find that in the privacy coin space. And we are working our butts off here, and we are up against an absolute monolith. The establishment absolutely loves a lot of these transparent chains. They love the stable coins because they're able to track and trace them and program them and control you. And they hate privacy coins. They are delisting us everywhere. They're trying to make it illegal in certain countries. They're trying to take away your right to hold on to your own money and to be a free, sovereign individual. And I'm really begging you guys to come out and support us, not Pirate Chain, but the entire privacy coin ecosystem. We're trying to do something important here, and we are really, really up against it. They hate us. We are putting, a fork in the wheel of everything they're trying to do, and they are coming at us full force. So I'd love you guys to come over and talk to us at Pirate Chain and Edge Wallet over here at this tent. We got Xano and Monero over at the other tent. We are really working our butts off, guys, and we are up against absolute monsters that hate us and are trying to destroy us. And so from the bottom of my heart, I really hope you guys can give us support, because we have a lot of guys, a lot of young guys out here that are really putting their heart and soul in this. They're putting targets on their backs and really fighting for your right to have sovereign money and to be a free human being in this, technocratic world, and things are only getting darker. So thank you so much for listening to us today. If anybody has any questions, you can go ahead and step up.
feedback from people that even the Monero guys, like you had to be kind of a rebel to hold Monero. And Pirate Chain, you almost need to associate with criminals, it feels like, in order to hold Pirate Chain. Whereas I'm just wondering if there's any kind of like perception about that, or branding, or something to help make it more palatable and usable, or something like this in the roadmap.
Yeah. I mean, we call it, a lot of people think the name Pirate Chain is just something fun, something memeable, something like that. There's really more meaning behind it. We named ourselves Pirates so that people will know from the absolute second they hear about us what we're about. We are not the type of people that are going to submit. We are not going to compromise so we can get listed on exchanges or get BlackRock to make an ETF for us or something like that. We're putting our foot down, not one more freaking inch. We are not giving up any more of our privacy. We are not giving up any more of our financial sovereignty. We're putting our foot down, and I absolutely believe us to be the vanguard. Not just Pirate Chain, Xano, Monero, these guys that are out here. We're putting our foot down and not letting them take us over anymore, and not letting them surveil us and control us. And when you hear the name Pirate, you should know that you don't submit. That's why we're pirates. We do not comply, and we do not submit. We're fighting to be free. Okay, well, if nobody else has any questions, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. It looks like we're going to take a picture out there, but please come visit us at Exit Lounge. Oh, you got a question? Go ahead, man. I'm sorry, we still got a few minutes.
Did Pirate Chain ever get atomic swaps?
Yes. We've had atomic swaps for 2 or 3 years. I don't remember exactly when they came out. They're on Komodo Wallet. They used to be called Atomic Dex, but they rebranded to the name Komodo Wallet. I believe the website is komodo.io. If you just search Komodo Wallet, you'll be able to find it. And they do have atomic swaps on there between Bitcoin, not Monero yet, unfortunately, but they got Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, a ton of cool coins on there. They work really, really well, and atomic swaps are the most decentralized and private way to get in and out of a certain cryptocurrency. So if you guys aren't familiar with them, an atomic swap is essentially the ability to trade between cryptocurrencies without a centralized intermediary like an exchange. So if you're swapping between Pirate Chain and Bitcoin, my Bitcoin goes directly to your Bitcoin wallet, your Pirate Chain goes directly to my Pirate Chain wallet without a central intermediary that can intercept it or stop it. So it's really incredible technology. You can find that at Komodo Wallet.
Hi, I apologize for missing your actual talk. I would have attended had I been aware of it. But I'm a huge privacy coin enthusiast, and whereas people can get very tribal about particular coins, I believe in competition. Yeah. And I think it's great that we have a hardcore cypherpunk-oriented privacy coin based on zero-knowledge proofs as an upgrade over something like Zcash. I'm not all that technically knowledgeable about coins myself, so I suppose I could also ask you this at your place there, but in case
we got plenty of time.
Oh, great. I just wanted to maybe get a few talking points as to how I can better position Pirate Chain among other crypto coins and promote it. I actually have a little bit myself. I got some on TradeOgre.
Awesome.
People who are privacy enthusiasts also like to know how to get privacy coins privately. So if you know of other places to get it, or privacy optimized ways to obtain it, or just how I can recommend and promote it and position it versus other coins, I'd love to hear about that.
Okay, so the most private and most decentralized way to get Pirate Chain is not the most easy way to get Pirate Chain, unfortunately. But we do have atomic swaps like I was just talking about with the last question. But you can't use dirty fiat on atomic swaps. Fiat's not on a blockchain. They do have stable coins you can swap in and out of. But essentially, you got to get your hands on some Bitcoin or another chain that's supported on the atomic swaps. You can buy that from a centralized exchange, or ideally, if you could find someone in a place like this to buy it from in some cash. And then you take your Bitcoin off the exchange or that you bought in cash, and you send it to Atomic Dex, which you hold the keys to that. You don't deposit it to anybody else. It's a wallet you hold your own keys to. Then you can do atomic swaps to Pirate Chain. And it is a little, I don't want to say clunkier, but inherently atomic swaps take more time than a trade on a centralized exchange because you were doing on-chain transactions. So if you're going between Bitcoin and Pirate Chain, Bitcoin has 10-minute block times. And you have to do 2 transactions to do an atomic swap. So essentially to swap between an atomic swap between Pirate Chain and Bitcoin is going to take 20 minutes because Bitcoin has 10-minute block times. And you have to do 2 transactions. If you're swapping between a faster coin, that has lower block, like Pirate Chain has 1-minute block times. So if you're swapping with another coin that does have 1-minute block times, then it should only take about 5 minutes or so. But still, that's a long time for a general user when you're on a centralized exchange and it's 1 click. So the most decentralized and private way is not the easiest way. But for most users, they'll find it easiest to start an account at a non-KYC exchange. The best ones for Pirate Chain are MEXC and TradeOgre. You can find those at piratechain.com/exchanges. And they don't require any KYC, but they also do not accept fiat. So basically, you have to get your crypto on a centralized exchange, withdraw it to a wallet, and then send it to the non-KYC exchanges, and then buy some Pirate Chain and withdraw it from there. So it does take a couple steps. This is one of the things I'm talking about when I say like we're really up against it. They make it as hard as they can to get your hands on privacy coins. Monero has a similar problem. They are listed in quite a few more places, so it is a little easier. But there are not many options to buy Monero with a credit card or a debit card or even cash since they shut down local Monero. We used to have something similar to local Monero called Local Pirate, and it got shut down as well just because they're really coming down with like the money transmitters license and stuff like that. So it is a little more difficult, and unfortunately, we're hoping this won't be the case in the future. I want to see a world where you can go down to the gas station or your local smoke shop or something and buy some any cryptocurrency you want just with some cash without having to give them your ID. But unfortunately, this is one of the ways they're attacking privacy coins. They're making it as difficult to get from just your debit card into a privacy coin as they can, and it's very frustrating and something we're really fighting against. But that's what we're up against. You know, we're giving it to the system and they're giving it back. So we're doing our very best here. But yeah, if you need more help or anything, come talk to us at the Exit Lounge, and I'll walk you through, how to get Pirate Chain. I'll give you some for free today.
Yes.
But yeah.
So we'll be at the Exit Lounge giving away cozies and teaching people how to download Edge, and we'll give you some Pirate Chain. All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great PorcFest.